In this video, we're going to talk about the rising cost of electric bills across the world and how Centric Air offers a product that not only helps you save money, but brings fresh air into your house, increasing health benefits. Let's check it out. I'm going to take you in here and show you my thermostat. This is a brand new house my wife and I just built. It's over 4,000 square feet, so we decided to get the biggest unit that Centric Air offers currently. It's over 4,000 square feet is what it takes care of. So I'm going to show you the thermostat and give you an example of how this unit works and how it's going to decrease our energy costs in this house. So here we have the first floor thermostat. Yesterday it was about 90 degrees outside. We did run this to bring the temperature down last night, but I purposely left it off to show you how it drops the temperature in the house and how quick it does. So currently outside it is 60 degrees and we're going to turn this unit on, the whole house unit. Here's the remote. This is the new remote that has temperature settings and also timer and a high and low speed. So currently we are off and I'm gonna turn this on. Currently have it on low speed. I'm gonna take you over and show you where I have the downstairs windows open just to give you an example so you can see the velocity of air that comes through. So I just turned this unit on high and you can see the curtains moving. So this is how much velocity of air comes through this Centric Air unit. This one here produces about 4,100 CFM. And if you could see the curtains starting to bounce, this is how much draft is coming through the house. So I'm gonna open up another window and we're gonna go over and watch the thermostat and see how quick it actually drops the temperature in the house. So while that's in there running, we're gonna let it run for about 10-15 minutes and we'll go back in and check that thermostat. But since we're gonna be out here talking about a few things, the biggest thing for me why I purchased one of these units 7 years ago is when I bought my first one. Never had one problem with the previous unit. Now this one here, it's about 6 months old, never had any issues, is energy savings. So when you run an AC unit, depending on the size of your house, like this particular house, I have 2 AC units. So you're looking about 5,000 to 6,000 watts that it uses in energy to operate those. There's 2 30 amp breakers running them. This unit here is the biggest one that Centric Air offers. So I'm gonna give you an example on this one. It costs about 12 cents an hour to run, 750 some watts. I believe you could check them out on centricair.com. They have everything labeled, all the cost savings and operating costs. So on a 2,000 square foot house, that particular unit takes about 8 cents an hour to run. So that's a huge savings whenever you have the upcoming cost of energy, just like 12% increase here just locally here in Western Pennsylvania. And the nice thing about it, it's fresh air. So like I'm standing out here right now and it just, it's a beautiful day here. It's 60 some degrees and you're just taking in the fresh air. So with this unit from Centric Air, it draws that fresh air into your house and it goes up through the attic. So I'm gonna show a few clips of me doing some installs and how everything laid out. And then I'll leave a link down in the description where it'll show you the full install video, tips and tricks I've learned on installing these units. All right, the grill fits in there, the trim piece. So now we gotta put these L-shaped brackets in. There is a left and a right. So we're gonna screw these in. The dimensions of this hole is approximately 28 inches wide and the box is 29. So we're gonna go 1/2 inch heavy on each side, set the screws in, and then see how it falls down in place. All right, we got all those tightened up. I'll snug them up a little bit better. I'm trying to angle this kind of up in a way so it doesn't blow my insulation out. I'm not really sure if it's going to, and there's also a belly strap that will support that right there. Once we get all this in, we'll plug it in and put that trim piece down in the bottom and fire this thing up. So before I button all this up, there's 2 places for some screws for some extra support, but I just wanted to show you how this damper works. So you hold the button, and see it's all power. There's a nice weather stripping there. And you can feel the vortex from here. Like I said, I'll do some other videos of it drawing, showing you how much it draws. But it's pretty cool technology. But if you look behind me here, that is a stone wall. We have stone on a couple places of the house. So the sun beats on that all day long and it stores energy in there. There's actually a point in time whenever in the evening you can go stand next to that and it feels like a heater just coming, the heat, the radiating off it. So whenever heat gets stored into a building, that this magnitudes through the whole night, that's where your ACs is running all night. Where this product, it has a timer on it, high and low range. It actually has a temperature sensor on it. So that was one of the things that I was pleased whenever I went and got this new unit. My very first unit was kind of like a startup. They did not have temperature setting in it. So you would turn it on and you'd have a timer, but if it got too cold, sometimes it would make it too cold in this house. Where this new system has it, where it has also a timer and a temperature setting so you don't get it too cold in your house. So I was really pleased when I found out that they actually updated their system for that. So we're gonna walk back in there, check out the thermostat, see what kind of temperature dropped. And what this is doing is it's supposed to be almost 90 degrees here today in Pennsylvania. So right now it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. This has drawn the temperature down. It's cooling my house down so my AC does not turn on till later on in the day. Eventually, these systems don't work. You have to have a 10 degrees difference in temperature. So if the house is 70 and it's 60 out here, you want to draw the temperature down, or vice versa, 80 to 70. But if it's 100 degrees outside, you can't turn this unit on because you're just going to suck 100-degree temperatures into your house, if that makes sense. So you have to learn how to use this equipment so it's more efficient. So we're going to walk back inside and see what kind of temperature drop we had. It's been about 10 minutes. So I wanted to come in and check the thermostat. You can see it's at 69 degrees now. Currently it's 64 outside, so we still have an opportunity to exhaust some energy out of this house. So I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna put a timer on, let it run for probably another hour just to get the house cooler so it has room for throughout the day for the heat to rise, that it will be less that the AC has to run. We'll go outside and talk a little bit more about it. So there you go, guys. It's a perfect example. In about 20 minutes, we dropped 4 degrees in the house. This is, like I said, it's a 4,000 square foot house, so that's a huge savings. If I wouldn't have been able to use a centric air system, I would have been drawing that temperature down with the whole house AC units. So like I said, that probably cost me somewhere in a ballpark of 7 cents to do that versus running AC units for several hours to drop that down. So don't forget to check out centricair.com. They have a ton of informative information on their website. They have a toll-free number you can call if you have any questions, and they also offer free shipping on their products, guys. So it's something to consider if you're trying to save money, and like I said, you get fresh air. I'm going to leave that link down in the description. Gives the full install. It was a good time. You know, it's a DIY project. If you're a little bit handy, got some tape measures, some basic hand tools, this is a plug and play unit. So you don't have to have an electrician. If you have a plug up in your attic area, you could just plug this thing in. Everything's wireless. If it is something you don't feel comfortable, your average handyman can give you the service to install this very, very easily. I think it took me a couple hours. I filmed a lot of things and tried to be as informative as possible. So check it out. I'll leave that down there. And like always, we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.